about the 8 most disturbing things caught on Dashcam footage, volume 3. Let's be disturbed. Let the music go. Dashcam stuff scares me, definitely.
This first dashcam video was captured in Australia. 2 men in a Mercedes are driving down the highway when, through their rear dashcam, a car is seen quickly approaching. It then swerves around the 2 guys before getting in front of them and slamming on the brakes, clearly trying to run them off the road. But what first could be written off as road rage soon takes a more serious and disturbing turn. The 2 men notice the driver has an axe and is now waving it out his window and threatening them.
Oh, he's got an axe, dude. Like, what are you doing? Oh.
Yeah. Oh fuck, that's terrifying. Another video if you want. Oh fuck. Nice dodge, nice dodge.
The sudden and unexpected encounter forces the 2 men to take a quick U-turn to lose the guy, but he continues to follow them. The situation is...
I think the worst thing about being in a situation like this for me would be that, like, you know, you either have to try to run away, so you would have to speed, and, you know, if you lose control, you crash and die, or you would have to stop, but then they might ram you, or they might attack you. So, like, it feels like there's no good solution.
Then taken even further when the 2 use the next exit and approach a roundabout.
Oh, fuck. Oh!
Keep driving, holy!
Man, call the cops.
Yeah.
It's gonna ram us again, bro.
That's so fucking terrifying.
Oh my god!
Oh, he's spinning out.
2 times
Nice.
the Mercedes
Nice.
is rear-ended, the second of which causes the attacker to spin out.
This is a good ad for Mercedes-Benz. I mean, damn, the other car looks like he just got hit by a tank. And the Mercedes, like, barely moved. Like, it's still perfectly straight.
Sending him off the road.
That's a good ad.
The 2 guys to get away. They would then drive to the nearest police station where they would report what had just happened. When police arrived to the scene of the crash, the car was gone. However, a few hours later, they would find the vehicle on the road, and from there the driver was arrested. Later, the owner of the dashcam footage would give the video more context. Apparently, the driver chasing them, for whatever reason, was 100% convinced they had robbed his house the night before. But obviously this wasn't the case. The 2 guys had never before even seen the man. He was determined that he was under the influence of something. He would be charged with multiple offenses, which put him in prison for 2 years.
That's it? Damn.
In August of 2018, Justin Bilton and his 70-year-old father were camping at Glacier National Park in Montana.
This kind of videos.
They had only been in the park for 3 hours when they were informed of an immediate evacuation of the area. A forest fire ignited by lightning the previous night had gotten too far out of control. However,
these videos are crazy, like the dash cam of people driving through fire. Like, absolute insanity.
By the time they got the evacuation notice, unknown to them, the only road out of the park had already been engulfed by the fire.
Do I go?
We're gonna find out up here in a minute, aren't we? I think we can drive through this.
What? Dad, what if the car blows up?
Ted,
Dad, this is insane.
I know. We don't want to get trapped in here. Easy, all right, we're good. Slow down, There's a big rut here, just slow down. We're out of that fire.
We're not out of that, Dad. We're not out.
Nice dad, like,
We're good.
keeping the calm.
What?
Easy,
Oh, wow.
Easy, can't see, just go easy now. Easy.
Dad, the car is heating up, it's gonna explode.
We're all right.
Dad, what if a tree falls on us?
That is something I was thinking, yeah. Like, obviously the gas container is supposed to be, you know, quite inside. But if you're driving literally next to flames like this, like, and you're driving like a few minutes through this, like the side of the car might start melting, no? So yeah, it could explode. It could be really bad.
Please God help us. Please God help us.
You're doing good.
Oh my God.
Dad, we can't get out.
I'm getting out. You can't drive back. We get that out of the road. We get gloves.
Oh my God.
Stop.
down. We gotta get out of here.
Can't get up.
A fallen tree is seen
That's
directly in the middle of the
terrifying.
road, trapping them inside the park.
At least they
They
filmed
had
this so
nowhere
we
to
know
go
they're
but
alive.
back, so they ended up reversing through everything they had just went through. When they reached their campsite, they abandoned their car and desperately started running towards a nearby lake. By some miracle, there they would find 2 park employees in a boat on
Oh.
the shore of the lake. Justin and his
Nice.
father were rescued and taken to safety, leaving
Oof.
everything but this horrifying footage behind.
I wonder, like, in this situation, yeah, what I would do, like, would you want to even try to drive to the fiery road? Because for all you know, you're gonna make some progress and then you're gonna hit a roadblock. Like some tree fell off into the road and you're just stuck. So maybe don't even try to drive this way, yeah? Like just walk into the forest on the opposite side where there's no fire. I don't know.
This dashcam footage shows the armed robbery of a cab driver. The
Ah,
driver, Ralph Valletta, had just started his shift. This was his first ride of the day. He was stopped at a
oh, I think I've seen this one a while ago.
light, and the rider can be seen in the back slouched down. But abruptly, he sits up and demands Ralph give him everything he has.
This is a robbery, man.
All right, hey.
Give me all your money, man.
Man, I don't have.
Give me everything you got. Give me it now.
All right, all
I
right.
need it now.
All right,
I
I'll
can
give
make
you
this the easy way, or we can make this the hard way,
I'll give you
man.
everything I got, man.
Keep your hand where I can see him.
I just started.
What
I
else?
just
What else
started.
you got?
I just
Let me see
started.
your wallet. Let me see your.
I don't have anything in my
We can
wallet.
do this the hard way, or we can do this the easy way, man. Let me see
The
your
classic.
wallet. Let me see your phone.
Easy way, hard
I need
way.
it all right now. If you don't want to die, man.
Okay. Okay.
Give it all to me now.
Okay. Okay.
Unbeknownst to the rider, a police cruiser was stopped at the same
Oh.
light directly behind them.
Oh, that's insane. I mean, man, like, you know, yeah, that's some insane bad luck for a criminal. Like, literally, like, come on, you choose this exact moment to rob the driver, and literally this exact moment there's a cop behind you. I mean, you can't script it any better.
At some point during the robbery, the light to the lane they were in had turned green, and seeing that they weren't moving, the officer put on his lights and got out to investigate.
I don't have anything in my wallet. I don't
Give me
carry
your
it.
wallet and your phone. I need your
I mean, speedrun arrest. I mean, damn, like,
wallet.
No, please don't give me my phone. I need that for my. There's a cop behind us. There's a cop behind us.
damn, poor driver, poor guy.
Almost immediately, the officer would realize that a robbery was taking place.
Perfect.
So, in response, he would order the rider out of the car, where he would then be detained. The rider was arrested and later charged with multiple offenses.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright. I love how everything is just,
In
you know, the
April
most speedrun of a
2021,
crime.
a man named Mitch Kuhn was driving on the highway back from work.
Mitch
when he
Kuhn?
saw this. A child that looks to be wearing a large jacket, or that's possibly wrapped in a blanket, begins walking out in the middle of the
Skitty
highway,
shoe.
just barely.
True, in a sense, like, he didn't even look around, right? Like, if you're about to rob someone, you look around. And if you just look around for a second, you see the cop behind him.
missing Mitch's truck. Mitch was towing a trailer and felt that if he abruptly stopped, it would cause an accident. So instead, he opted to call the police, reporting
Does it
an
look like
unattended
a kid?
child
I can't
walking on
tell.
the highway. Police assured Mitch that they'd send out patrol units immediately. An hour later, Mitch called again for a follow-up, as well as to offer the footage he had caught on his dashcam. But he was told that it wouldn't be necessary, as the child had been collected safely and was on its way home.
Okay.
However, strangely, police would later state that no child was found, despite officers searching the area until 3:45 a.m. Additionally, they would claim that at no point did they tell Mitch that they had found the child. The next morning, multiple volunteers commenced the search of the area, but no child was ever found, and therefore the search eventually
Okay.
ended. At the time the footage was captured, there were no reports of a missing child in the area.
I mean, maybe it's just me, but I don't know if it looks like a child. But I don't know what it looks like, so...
It remains unknown who exactly was captured in this video.
Maybe, yeah. Okay, that's
This
creepy.
dashcam footage was captured in the streets of Taiwan. Right away, it's clear the video takes place in the midst of a storm where the winds are strong enough to throw around debris.
Typhoon?
At one point, debris is even seen flying against the windshield. But little did the drivers know that an actual tornado was forming right behind them and quickly heading in their direction.
Man, I always remember like a couple months ago there was that video from Taiwan of like rocks falling in front of cars, like giant rocks. It was crazy. Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
The dashcam footage captures the exact moment the tornado went directly through them. It was even strong enough to lift vehicles off the ground, which can actually be seen with the white van that pulls out onto the road. The wheels of the vehicle leave the ground.
Skinwalking ghostly
and
freak.
Full-on dragged by the tornado, seemingly disappearing. But once the tornado passes, it can be seen much further down the road, wedged in between two trees. More
yeah, that's insane, because if it was strong enough, like, the tornado literally spawned on you, and you suddenly been thrown like hundreds of meters into the air, and you're just dead. Like, I would just say fuck my life at this point. Like, you know, I've lived my whole life for a tornado to spawn literally on me. I mean, come on.
Concerning, however, is the person that gets thrown by the tornado on the right side of the road. Unfortunately, this woman would suffer major injuries and would be taken to the hospital. The storm would go on to produce further damage in the form of 50 inches of rain that would cause multiple deadly landslides.
Damn, crazy.
This video was taken in Russia. It shows the dashcam footage of a man driving down a desolate and long stretch of dirt road.
I was gonna say, like, he's gonna get attacked.
Then, up ahead is a car parked in such a way so as to block traffic.
Like, this looked exactly like a video I've seen in France too, same thing. Like, back dirt road with the forest to the right. And it's a bunch of, like, people with, like, bats waiting for, like, a driver, and they're just trying to rob them. I feel like there's a lot of video like that, yeah. Like, just don't go to the back road. Classic.
Two men with baseball bats begin walking up to the driver, and that's when it becomes clear that this is a robbery, and the parked car was an intentional makeshift roadblock. The driver tries to escape, but the two men get in the way and do their best to prevent it.
Oh, I'm running you over, I don't care. Bitch, get out of the way, or...
Fortunately, the driver had a window of opportunity and took advantage. He
Nice.
slammed on the gas and was able to get away.
Deja vu. I've just been to this place before.
And was free. It's unknown if the two men with baseball bats were ever caught.
Yeah, there's a lot of video like that, like, just, you know, someone takes a turn into a dirt road, and yeah, like, suddenly there's just a bunch of guys trying to rob you. It's terrifying.
In late November of 2015, a large catastrophic bushfire broke out in South Australia.
Australia.
This dashcam footage was captured by one of the fire trucks responding to the incident. Right from the start of the video, enormous smoke clouds are shown, depicting just how large the fire had gotten.
You breathe for 1 second,
As the
you're
trucks
dead.
continue forward, visibility gradually worsens. It gets so bad to where the fire trucks are forced to stop. Then, in the distance, the fire itself can be seen, spreading towards them unnervingly fast.
Here comes a hitch coming. Hitch, slow down.
Is it fire?
We're going to go in a burn over very, very quickly. Here it comes, here it comes, here it
Oh,
comes.
whoa. That's crazy. Oof. Like, it literally looked like a tiny blue light in the distance at first. It's crazy how fast it comes.
Burn over, Scotty, burn over. Burn over, Scotty.
Oh. Oh, fuck.
A miscommunication between the two trucks resulted in a collision. The truck in the front was attempting to back up out of the fire, while
I mean, why was the other one just filming? Like, I don't know. Like, back up. Or maybe there was someone behind. Rest over the many volcanoes in your country. I can't imagine dealing with that. Yeah, volcanoes are scary too.
the truck with the dashcam was entering what's known as a burnover. A burnover is a fire truck protection protocol where the truck stays in place and the crew deploys Velcro blankets to protect themselves from the heat.
I see.
Water is sprayed outside of the vehicle to keep it from catching on fire, and in the inside, breathing masks are used by the crew.
I see.
During this protocol, however, the crew from the truck in the front can be heard desperately explaining how they didn't have water for a burnover, or rather their truck's sprinkler system wasn't working properly.
That's terrifying. I mean, like, you can tell how insane this is because they're firefighter, they're used to dealing with fire. Even then, yeah, like, you know, the panic, right? The panic as literally like the fire is moving like meters per second. I can't imagine. Damn. Insane respect to firefighters as
They couldn't
always.
stay in place and were forced to drive forward in the hopes of escaping the fire, which you can actually see in the video as the truck fades into the distance. Fortunately, this move would end up saving their lives. They would make it to the other side of the fire, and everyone inside the truck, as well as the one with the dash cam, would make it out with minimal injuries.
That's insane. This one is insane. High level fire, yeah. You know, I always thought like I always just assumed that like fire trucks are fireproof to an extent. Huh? Am I wrong? Like I assumed they were probably made in some fireproof metal or something. So if you're in the cabin, you should be fine. But maybe I'm wrong.
This footage was captured way back in 2012. It takes place near an airport in Moscow, Russia. The airport is right next to a highway, and on December 29th, this dashcam footage would capture the disturbing moments a plane missed the runway and crash landed just on the right side of the highway.
Damn. Whoa. Fuck. Rain of debris.
It turns out the plane had mistakenly overshot the runway because of bad weather conditions, so when it landed it didn't have enough room to brake. This left it no choice but to go directly into the highway, causing plane seats and other debris to shoot
way
towards
people didn't
passing
die.
vehicles, all of which can be clearly seen in the footage. At the time of the crash, the plane was only carrying crew members. No passengers were on board. But unfortunately, 5 of the 8 total crew members would lose their lives.
I figured.
The
I
driver
mean,
of the vehicle
that's
with the
insane.
dashcam would make it out unharmed.
I mean, it's the kind of thing you would never expect. You're just fucking like driving on the highway and there's a plane crashing next to you, like a commercial airplane. I mean, it's the kind of thing you can't prepare for, you can't like expect, you know? That's insane. Alright. I mean, this last one and then the fire truck one before, like, insane. That's nightmare fuel.